Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Gurishkar. Firstly, thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and if you like this video, watch it till the end, and if you like it, please do consider subscribing and joining in the family. We do a lot of makeup and skincare talk here, so if that's something that interests you, do consider subscribing. Hanji, so let's get right into it. I really wanted to do like a sit down OG makeup tutorial. I don't know why just YouTube does not have those OG makeup tutorials anymore, and I really want to do those. I mean, it's cool to do trendy videos and stuff, but I really love an old school sit down long form chit chat makeup tutorial. Like, please give it to me. I used to love watching these YouTubers just sitting down and talking about random stuff, doing their makeup. Oh god, wasn't it just so soothing, the good old days? Damn it. Anyways, I'm gonna start with today's makeup look. The skincare is laid down beautifully. I'm trying out a new brand. I'm trying it for 30 days straight before giving out my reviews, so I'm not gonna disclose the name of the brand. The skin prep is done. Now on to priming. I'm going to use two different primers so that I can give you as many more options from the drugstore as possible. So for a dewy primer, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Dewy Luminix primer. Let me tell you girl, I really like this primer. This is my second tube of this primer. Like, I restocked up on a product. Already says a lot about it, I guess. Hair clip से भी कुछ होता तो है नहीं. I still have to manually put my hair behind my ear. Alright, so my face is shining to the glow gods, and if you're gonna wear like a more sheer coverage foundation or a CC cream or a BB cream on top, use a little less quantity of this primer. For a very natural glowy look, I went on with quite a lot, but regardlessly I'm gonna go in with like a full coverage base, so that's okay. I mean, that works. Also, this video I'm suggesting all drugstore products, all drugstore gems, but you do not have to go right away and buy them. Trust me, right now incomes are short, you know, people are not working as such. A majority of the states are in a lockdown situation. Talking about India, the second wave of COVID has hit us all hard, right? So you don't have to splurge right now. It's, you know, just save up. Literally, I am saying that my job is to promote products, but right now, save up. I swear I am like a spender. Like, I am the kind of person who spends generously on shopping and just vague stuff. But I really feel that at this point, we really should monitor our finances very carefully. Just save up and do not really, you don't really need to spend on random products even if an influencer says so. Alright, next up, for a mattifying primer option for my oily girls, I have the Cal Pore Corrector Mattifying Primer Base. Again, it's a beautiful mattifying primer. I call it a dupe to the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. Actually, do check out my makeup dupes video linked here. It's genuinely one gem of a video. I stated so many amazing makeup dupes in that video. That video literally deserves many more views, alright? And it will save you some bucks, so do check it out. And yeah, legit man, just add the products you like to your wish list. You don't need to order it right away, you know. Also, somebody delivering to your place at the moment is also risking their life. The delivery partner will be, you know, risking their life, so it's better to restrict yourself or just refrain from indulging in a lot of shopping at the moment. Alright, so for foundation, I like so many drugstore foundations. Again, it's so tough for me to pick one, but for today I'm gonna use my oldie but goodie LA Girl Illuminating HD foundation. It's a full coverage dewy foundation and sits beautifully on my skin. But regardlessly, you can also check my drugstore dewy foundations video if that's something that interests you. Right here I've listed a lot of my favorite dewy foundations from the drugstore in that, and yeah, I quite like a lot of drugstore foundations. I'm also gonna suggest some more for different skin types. So for my dry skin girls, even the Color Bar Timeless and Lifting foundation is good. I also like the L'Oreal Infallible foundation for the oily skin people. Also the Lakme 95 foundation for pretty much all skin types, but preferably normal to oily skin types. It's like a soft matte finish. Then I also really like the PAC Cosmetics foundation. Like, I have a lot of favorites in the drugstore, okay? So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this foundation on the back of my hand, pick up as much as I require, and start buffing it on my skin. Also, the foundation brush I'm using is by Rufa Beauty again, because मेरे को सिर्फ यही comments आते हैं, the things I don't mention. That is, which lipstick you're wearing, which foundation brush you were using, or which brushes you were using in general. So it's the Rufa Beauty RB23 brush, just in case somebody wants to know. Foundation sits so beautifully on the skin. It's full coverage, but it's a beautiful kind of full coverage. I just want to say that. And I'm not going to take my foundation down my neck or my chest because I have just nowhere to go. I'm filming this at like 2:30 in the night, so I certainly have nowhere to go. Also, if you have been here for a while, you know that how I used to be like, why do people even use so many brushes? All you need is like a beauty blender for your base. And I've been so much into brushes for my base of lately. I love to use brushes for my cream products of lately. I guess it's just about finding good face brushes and then there's just no going back. I mean, I'm not using a blender. Literally all my blenders are clean because I've not been just using a blender and just relying on face brushes from PAC, Rufa Beauty. These brands are doing some amazing brushes, so much so that I just don't miss my beauty blender. Right, so I've covered my entire face and I still have quite some foundation left. I guess even 2 pumps were, you know, quite a lot. And for the concealer, I have been loving these 2 concealers of lately a lot in the drugstore. It's the Flower Beauty concealer and we have the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. The L'Oreal Infallible concealer, honestly, I believe is a very close dupe to the Too Faced concealer, and the Too Faced concealer is like my heart. I really love that concealer, and if I'm saying that this comes very close to that, trust me, it's a beautiful concealer. It's a very hydrating, full coverage concealer. Honestly, this concealer trend technique, whatever, introduced by Robert Welch, thank you. Alright, I know you're not watching this, but just in some universe, some person is saying thank you. I mean, really, like, this is actually the way the concealer should be applied, okay? I really don't know what was that era of, even I used to do that very often. Even in my videos I have done that. Those are big triangles under our eyes and just caking up baking powder like anything, okay? Thank God we're out of that era and just, yeah, we're letting our skin breathe. I'm just gonna use my PAC 272 concealer brush. See how the base looks like so one. There's no stark difference between the concealer or where the foundation starts, where the concealer ends. I live for like a dewy, full coverage beat, for real. Honey, the base is a sight of beauty. Living for it. So now I'm gonna set it with my K-Beauty HD Loose Setting Powder. So I don't bake anymore, I just press the powder in and whatever's left I just move it around. And for the rest of my face, I don't use as much powder. I'm gonna pick powder like on a larger powder brush. This one is by Flower Beauty. It's basically like a retractable brush thing that I got. Brush actually does not have like a number or name to it because I got it free with my purchase. So you can check on Flower Beauty if they still have it. But I really like to use this to lightly dust my face, you know, with powder. Just enough powder that my face is not like, my base is not wet or easily transferable. Neither is it like too matte or cakey. And this K-Beauty loose powder is a thing of beauty. If you want a new loose powder, definitely check out this one. This is the only loose powder I've been trying and I would prefer even over my high-end powders, literally. It just makes the skin look so smooth and blurred in a very unreal way, okay? I quite like it. Honestly, unlike other product categories, I don't have many favorite loose powders in the drugstore category, and I'm not a compact powder kind of girl. I have never liked pretty much any compact apart from the MAC Studio Fix compact powder. But that's like a powder plus foundation, so that's an exception anyways. The only powder that I like in the drugstore would be in loose powder category. It's definitely the K-Beauty one. Then comes the Maybelline Fit Me. These two are the only good loose powders. I've also tried Color Bar, Swiss Beauty and some more, but they are pretty average. Nothing that I love, okay? In terms of, if you're talking about a compact powder, the only decent compact that I like is by Sugar. I like the translucent compact quite a bit. I actually do carry it sometimes because it has no coverage. It just soaks up the oils and mattifies the skin. It has no coverage, no color. It's a translucent compact. So that's a very interesting product, I would say. Alright you guys, so mood kharab ho chuka hai. I got my periods in the middle of filming a YouTube video. Why does God hate me? I don't get it. So now I know why my back was aching and my stomach was hurting. इतनी irritation होती है ना when I get my period. चलो at least I'm having a productive day or night today. Because when I get my period, my first day is so bad. My first day is a nightmare. My first day of my period is a nightmare. It's always been like that. I can't move on my first day. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't you dare fucking talk to me, okay? I was literally in a good mood just 5 minutes ago. Fuck it. Continuing with our tutorial, so I'm gonna use bronzer, and for bronzer I don't really have a lot of good, like I personally don't find a lot of good bronzers in the drugstore, but please do let me know in the comments if you know some good bronzers in the drugstore, because all my bronzers I realized are quite high-endy, and yeah, the only brands that I constantly reach out for are quite high-endy. If you consider Physicians Formula a drugstore brand, go get their butter bronzer. It's one of my most beloved bronzers. I just love that bronzer so much, but it's like 1200 rupees, so anything below 1000 I would consider drugstore. It's like a little off my budget today. For today I'm gonna use the Sugar Contour de Force mini bronzer in the shade Top Topper. This is like a cool neutral contour slash bronze shade, so it's more of a contour shade than bronzing really. So I'm gonna pick this up on this slant Wet n Wild blush brush. My brushes are in such a bad halat. Why do you guys even ask me to tell the names? I feel so bad for this brush. Halat dekho iski. Ugh, sorry. It's a lot more cool tone. I'm just going to concentrate it towards the outer perimeters of my face and not bring it all the way inwards as I would do usually with like a bronzer, because a contour shade is like more cool toned. It will, you know, give this shadow and appearance of for cheekbones, or like more snatched cheekbones. And since I have a bigger forehead, I also like to run it across, and in general I just like to take my contour, my bronzers like into my hairline. I like to push that into my hairline so it looks a lot more natural and does not have that line of foundation that looks very ugly. So just make sure that you push your contour and bronzers into your hairline and underneath my jaw as well, just to cast some shadow and make that illusion that I don't have a double chin. Right, and now it's time for my favorite step, that's blush. And for blush I again have so many options because I love a lot of drugstore blushes. Alright, here I have the L'Oreal Paris blusher. It's a beautiful peachy blusher. So this is what the shade looks like. It's super pretty. Alright, then I also have the Makeup Revolution blusher. It's also like a peachy pink color. And then I also have the Wet n Wild blush, and it's more of like a dusty pink. Then I also have the Maybelline Fit Me blush, but today I'm feeling like the L'Oreal blush maybe, or maybe two blushes. Well, why the heck not? So I'm gonna use these two for today. So the L'Oreal one is a little less pigmented. Like blushes should ideally not be very pigmented. It's like decently pigmented, alright? Whereas the Makeup Revolution one is pigmented. So I'm gonna layer up this one quite a bit and just add in a touch of the Makeup Revolution one, okay? Using the same powder brush, the Flower Beauty one. Peachy blush is giving me such a vibe. I guess I'm gonna leave the Makeup Revolution one today. I'm sorry, boo. The L'Oreal one is like really pretty and it's just the color I needed. And at this point, before moving on to the highlighter, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild setting spray. And yes, I proudly call it a dupe for the MAC Fix Plus. Go ahead, try it, you'll love it. I'm just going to take a quick little shower. You know, I even got that electric fan wo dusre room mein pada hai. So I'm still gonna do this middle class harkat. That fancy typical YouTubers wala fan to try the setting spray. Not happening. So Ari, I do like this baked bronzer from Makeup Revolution. I don't know how come I just forgot to mention about it. It's a good bronzer too, just putting it out there. And for the highlighter today, I picked the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This one is in the shade Precious Petals. I honestly picked this one because I've not used this highlighter from quite a while. It's a very good highlighter. I don't know why I've not used this highlighter from almost a year or more, I guess. It's been quite a while, okay? More options for good affordable highlighters would be the Maybelline Master Chrome for sure, this Wet n Wild one, the Swiss Beauty highlighter. I quite like that Fusion highlighter in the shade 05. I quite like that. Also like the Sugar highlighter, the generic mini pan highlighter. Oh yeah, and of course the PAC highlighters, the Glow Goddess highlighter palette. It's so good. God, I've missed using this highlighter, man. It's like a beautiful champagne highlighter. It's not too golden, it's not too whitish silverish. It's just perfect. Why didn't I use it for so long? What was wrong with me? Also, I have like a lot of texture going on my forehead right now. So I'm not gonna hit the center of my forehead and just above my brows here and just connect it to the cheek highlight. On my nose a little, on the tip. I really like to highlight here. And coming to the eyes, I want to talk about an eyeshadow palette that I really like in the affordable category. Well, there are quite some, to be very honest, but I really like all these eyeshadow palettes. These 9-pan eyeshadow palettes by Nicka K are so good, so affordable, so worth every penny. You can almost get them always on some discount in under 500. So these originally retail for $5.99. The quality of these palettes, I have quite some, okay? I have quite some variants of it. I even have the bright variant of the same, that's like Birthday Cake, Lucky Charm. I also have the yellow, blue, red. I have all the colors in these palettes. They are that good. However, I didn't purchase them. They were kindly sent over to me by the brand for a past collaboration. Regardless, I genuinely really like these palettes. Every penny spent on them is worth it. Talking of good affordable eyeshadow palettes, I have quite some names to take here. I really like this Hilary Rodda palette. Come on, you can create such amazing, creative looks with this palette, and it's super affordable. You can find it on Amazon or some Instagram reselling page. And if you still didn't see my dupes video, it's an exact dupe to the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. Do you see the similarity there? It's a duplicate, not even a dupe at this point. And some more in the affordable category, I also really like these Flicka Cosmetics Game of Colors eyeshadow palettes. The color story is very nice and practical, and also some fun colors in there, various textures in there. They have pressed glitters, they have mattes, they have your shimmer shades, and then they also have one eye base and one black and brown shade in every eyeshadow palette. So it's very practical and very much like worth your money, I would say. So yeah, those were my palette recommendations. If you're on a budget, you'll really like those. I use this Nicka K Mocha Mix palette, and I'm gonna do something very neutral with like just a pop of color in there. So I'm gonna pick this light brown shade and use it as my transition shade all over. Alright, so I kept the eyeshadow very basic, like a matte brown smokish eye, because I wanted to add the pop of color with the liner. And the one I'm using is going to be by Cuffs and Lashes. It's in the shade Bumblebee. It's a beautiful yellow liner, and Cuffs and Lashes liners are so affordable yet so good. You have to check them out. Doing my liner on camera is an absolute nightmare of mine. Well, I went off camera and also added a pair of lashes. The ones I used are from this brand called Kalailist lashes. Lashes are not plasticky at all. They are very lightweight on your eyes as well, and the style is pretty. It's not too dense or too dramatic that you can't see the eye look. The eye look is still very much visible. Eyelashes just complete the look. However, I was trying the PAC lash glue. Like I used to love the PAC lash glue at some point, but today I used it after quite some while, and I don't know, for some apparent reason it really irritated my eyes, and my eyes were watering quite a lot. And just ignore if you feel like my inner corners are a little messy, because yeah, I did mess up my makeup a little. To correct that a little, I'm gonna use the Nicka K Under the Sea palette and pick up that yellow shade and put that in my inner corners. So So for my lips today, I feel like wearing a peachy lip because my blush is peach, my eyes are yellow. I just feel like a peachy nudish lip. So I'm going to use the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner to line my lips first. It's in the shade Cocoa. And yes, for the lipstick today, I'm going to use my own lipstick in collaboration with Cal. The only thing that can lift up my mood right now amidst the first day of my period and filming a YouTube video is Ola. The shade is Ola and it's my curation with Cal if you don't know already. Ola and Beauties. I created 2 lip shades with Team Cal and it was an absolute honor and still feels a little unreal somewhere. And yeah, this is everything to me and this is a beautiful lipstick, trust me. So I love the lip but just want to make it like a tad bit more nude. For that I'm going to use this Rimmel London lipstick and add it just in the center of my lips. It's a very like nude lipstick. It's in a very bad condition again. It's almost melting. So this one is like a very creamy lipstick and give it like a more nude and a very glossy sort of finish that I really like. And now I am 100% feeling this look. Alright my beauties, thank you so much for tuning in. That's all I got for you today. First of all, thank you so much for sticking by. I have been a little inconsistent with my YouTube uploads. It's just that when I don't feel it, I just don't want to put out a video for the heck of it. And thank you for understanding it and just being very supportive. And I really love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and if you did, leave a like and let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. See you in my next one.